brain rot. Hi, this is Yinka. Welcome to my channel, Yinka's Edible. Today I'll be teaching us a way we can preserve our yam and also make it very fast for us to. We don't have to be peeling it every time we need to eat yam. Like every time you need to eat yam in your family, you don't have to be peeling it every day. The way you can peel it, preserve it, and just just cook it immediately when you need it. And like I said, most of my videos will be teaching us how to just make our food faster than usual. So this is going to teach us how to preserve our yam and how to get it ready for cook. So let's get started. So this is yam, and we'll also be making the yam sauce. So this is the yam. So I'm peeling the yam. And when you peel the yam, because we will be preserving it in the freezer, when you peel it, cut it in the size that you will be cooking it. So this is how I cook my yam. I cut a slice into two. So in case you don't cut a slice into two, you could make it a full one. You can also preserve it like that. So this is how I preserve my yam. You cut one, and I cut one into two. But if you don't cut yours into two, just cut it the way you will normally cook it. And for those of us that are living abroad, this is a very good way to preserve our yam, because when you leave your yam in your pantry or in your kitchen, it gets rotten easily. So you see what I'm saying? When you keep your yam too long, I've had this one for like some weeks now, and see what is happening to it. So if you don't want your yam to waste, because yam is very expensive here, just peel it and put it in your freezer. At this point I'm done. Like this one is not good, so I can't use it. So you wash it. This is the yam. I'm done peeling the yam now. So I am just going to drain the water. And once the water is done draining for a little while, maybe like 5 minutes, and it's ready to be stored away in a Ziploc or bag, and you put it in your freezer. But today I will be cooking from the one I already have in my freezer. This one is the one I already have in my freezer that I've peeled and rinsed, and you don't have to rinse it again. You don't have to let it defrost. You just cook it like that, frozen, not with hot water, with cold water or lukewarm water. And that's it. Then we add our salt to taste. Depends on how much salt you consume. And you put it on you boil it on a medium heat. Medium heat. And you leave it to boil. And we're going to be making our sauce that will go with our yam, with our frozen yam. that we are boiling. So what we need for the sauce is bell pepper, canned Titus fish, 2 large onions, habanero pepper is optional because it's spicy. If you don't eat spicy, you don't have to put it. Our nut cubes and the oil. So I will go ahead and wash the bell pepper. Then when I'm done washing it, we'll blend it and we'll go from there. So let's go wash it. So this is a cup of oil. If you watch all of my video on how to make Nigerian jollof rice sauce, you'll see that I normally use oil to blend my pepper, so I don't have to use too much water, and I will wait for the pepper to boil, for the pepper to dry up before I have to wait for a long time. So this is what I do. Just use oil to blend your pepper. It is so good, it's a lifesaver. So I put in and you blend a little at a time for a start. Then you can add more as you need it. It saves you, when you use oil to blend, it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to wait forever for your pepper to dry or for all the water to evaporate. This is very fast, and you don't have to blend it you don't have to make it very smooth. And this is ready. So I'm just going to put it on the stove, on the saucepan on the stove. And I'm going to leave a little in there so I can use it to boil the other one, so I don't have to use another oil. So I'm just going to use that 1 cup of oil to blend everything. So I'm just going to add a little again. And at this point we are done blending. The second one, no water added, see? And I'm going to add it to the one already. Oh, I didn't turn on the... And not too high, maybe 5. Medium heat. And you leave it to boil. And our yam is still there. Because it's frozen, you give it a little time for it to boil. But it's going to be almost ready. So I will be adding the nut cubes inside. Our yam should be about ready too. Because the yam is frozen, it might take a little more time, normal than the fresh one, for it to boil, but it will still taste the same. And I added the Maggi and the salt inside. Depends on how much salt you take. If you take a lot of salt, you add. If you are diabetic and you don't take so much salt, just add a little salt to it. The salt is going to be in the description bar below. After the video, you can check it out. So I'm just going to leave that to boil for a little while. Our yam should be ready now. And there is something I want us to take note of. It might be a little bit, the water might be a little bit sticky. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's still going to taste okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and drain the water, the excess water that is left in the sink. And our yam is ready. And that's our yam, our frozen yam. You see, it's still hot. I'm going to do the taste. And because I won't be needing this much sauce, I'm just going to reduce it for the yam, for the quantity of yam. So I'm just going to reduce a little bit from the sauce and store it away for another day. I'll just taste for the salt. I think that's okay. Then I'll add our POTATOE in it. Break it. And just give it another 5 minutes and it's going to be ready. Then the other yam that I have, cut out the fresh yam, I'm going to store it away in the freezer now. After draining, washing it and draining it, just put it in a plastic bag, Ziploc, any bag you have, and store it away. And this is for another meal some other day. And if you want to use it for porridge, yam porridge, you cut it into smaller pieces. It's still the same thing, just cut it into smaller pieces, the way you cook your porridge, and store it away. And this is good, ready to store away in the freezer. And that's good to go. And our sauce should be ready. Thank you for watching today's video. So like, subscribe, and if you want to be the first to know when I have a new video, please press on the notification button and you will be the very first to know whenever I have a new video. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.